All right, Broncos country, as of recording this, we are T-minus 4 hours from the NFL trade deadline. And according to 3 separate reports from 3 separate people, the Denver Broncos might be a team to keep an eye on in terms of making fireworks within the next couple of hours. I want to go ahead and bring in this tweet from Jordan Schultz. We'll see if any deals get done. But the 2 teams I'm watching today for a potential holy crap trade are the Seahawks and the Broncos. Jordan Schultz was a former colleague of Sean Payton's at Fox Sports. They know each other. Schultz has reported a lot of Broncos news recently. So I would definitely keep that in mind when you hear this report coming from Schultz. Then, I want to bring in this rumor from Jonathan Jones, insider for CBS Sports. Denver is interesting because the league believes the Broncos covet another pass catcher, but they keep winning with the group they have. 6 straight wins with the group they have may make them say, we got all we need. But if there's one team that could provide us with the 4th of July on the 4th of November, it would be the Broncos. Head coach Sean Payton has been known to throw around draft picks when he wants something bad enough. Then, I want to go ahead and bring in this from Ricky Scoops. So this Ricky Scoops account is very interesting. It pops up from time to time on Twitter whenever big NFL news comes out. And more often than not, he's accurate. Nobody knows who this dude is. He's just some guy with a dog avatar on Twitter. But he clearly has good information. It's consistently accurate. He's got a hit rate high enough that I believe he genuinely knows something. I've got a tinfoil hat theory here because I think he's actually somebody within the NFL, maybe some team executive or something like that, trying to troll guys like Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport and break news and rumors before they do. Because Ricky multiple times has kind of called out both of these guys. I know that these insiders are not well liked in the actual inside NFL community. So that's kind of my tinfoil hat theory here. But either way, Ricky Scoops is reporting, I believe the Broncos' holy crap move in reference to that Jordan Schultz tweet would be trading for Jaylen Waddle. Can Penguins handle the high altitude? This would be absolutely crazy if the Denver Broncos were indeed to trade for Jaylen Waddle. And on a side note, the white lid with the white uniforms looks absolutely sick. I hope Denver does that at some point this year. But back to Jaylen Waddle, we made a video earlier in the week about him. I don't know if the Miami Dolphins are actually going to move Jaylen Waddle. But with all of this recent noise pertaining to the Denver Broncos, it's something I would definitely keep an eye on. Jaylen Waddle would be a receiver that the Denver Broncos don't exactly have. They've got 2 X-receivers in Cortland Sutton and Pat Bryant. Bryant is also a really good inline blocking receiver. Then they've got 2 good slot receivers in Troy Franklin and Marvin Mims. Mims, of course, is an all-pro return man as well. But what they don't have is a secondary outside Z wide receiver, a guy who you can put in motion, a guy who doesn't have to face press coverage, somebody who can work the short to intermediate parts of the field. Denver doesn't really have a receiver like that, and I believe Bo Nix, as a quarterback, needs a receiver of that caliber, and Jaylen Waddle would definitely fill that role. So I would keep an eye on this, Broncos country. Again, it's 9:51 a.m. The trade deadline's at 2 o'clock, so we've got a little over 4 hours to go. If something happens, I would be over the moon because Jaylen Waddle, in my opinion, would be the missing piece for this Broncos team. We've talked about it. This Broncos team is not trying to build for the future anymore. This isn't 2022. This isn't 2023. This isn't even 2024. The AFC's down right now. Kansas City's down. We've got a franchise quarterback down in Joe Burrow. The Ravens are down. The Bills are kind of down right now. This season might be the Denver Broncos' best chance to win a Super Bowl with Bo Nix on his rookie contract. Not next year, not the year after that. The Denver Broncos are capable of winning a Super Bowl this season, and I believe they need to go all in to make that happen. And this move would signal that they are going all in. Let's go ahead and talk about the finances real quick, because a lot of people are talking about that on Broncos Twitter as a potential reason why the Broncos would not make this move. I'm here to tell you that salary cap really doesn't mean shit if you have a cash-rich owner. And that's what the Denver Broncos have. They can manipulate the cap very, very easily. They could add void years, even more void years onto Waddle's deal and lower this cap hit. Plus, this cap hit of $8 million wouldn't be what the Broncos would be paying for Waddle this year, because some of that money has already been paid by the Miami Dolphins. Plus, if you were to give them a really nice deal in terms of draft pick compensation, it wouldn't surprise me at all if Miami wouldn't be willing to eat a lot of this money. There are plenty of ways to work around the cap. You can also restructure players currently on the roster. There's plenty of things you can do. So the salary cap is not exactly relevant here. They can make it work financially if they want to. As far as what they would have to give up to get Jaylen Waddle, it would be a first-round draft pick and more. Probably another draft pick and maybe a young player as well. I've heard the possibility of Marvin Mims or Troy Franklin going along in that deal. It would more likely be Franklin. I'm hoping that if Denver pulls this off, it would be without having to trade away one of our young wide receivers. I'd like to keep the young core intact, but also bring in that missing piece, that Z receiver, that second outside boundary receiver that we truly don't have right now. So I'm all for this move if the Denver Broncos can pull it off. We've got a few more hours to see if they can make it happen. All right, Broncos country, let me know in the comment section below, do you think that the Broncos are a Jaylen Waddle away from winning the Super Bowl? And do you think that Denver should put all of their chips on the table to win the championship this year? Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you guys want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. I would really appreciate it. It's not mandatory whatsoever, but if you guys want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out, helping this channel grow, and helping improve the production quality of this content, I would really appreciate it. The link is in the description below. Alright guys, and until next time, I'm your host Gage Madrid, saying peace out.